Everybody, what's going on? Andy here, Cut and Clean Lawn Care. I know it's been a minute since I've posted a video on YouTube, but it's the holiday season, man. It's time for the family, and I consider you guys part of my family too, so I want to wish all you guys a belated Merry Christmas and Happy Thanksgiving, man. I hope you guys had a great holiday season. I know we did, man. My kid crushed it. He got more toys than he knows what to do with. But in today's video, I'm back working on the Scag finally. I'm going to try to figure out and diagnose whatever this deck issue is in the back. So I got to take some stuff apart and get into that. But yeah, let's get into it. Hey everybody, real quick before we start this video, I want to let you know that this video is sponsored by LMN Business Management Software. You can see what's new by going to golmn.com or search LMN in your Google search bar. It's simple, super easy to run your business with a peace of mind. A software made by landscapers for landscapers to truly grow in today's competitive market for the lawn and landscape industry. Over 85,000 users and counting right now. LMN is the industry's premier business management solution. Right now, you can sign up for free and see if LMN is something that can work for you, for people as small as owner-operators in business, or people that are running multiple crews with millions and millions of dollars. Feel free to check out LMN again by going to golmn.com. And another thing real quick before I start this video, shout out to Father Cut and Clean Lawn Care. My dad gave me this propane heater, which is killing it in my garage. It is nice and toasty in here for it being as cold as it is outside. But back to the task at hand. We have our old Fairlady Z twin turbo Scag vride V8 with 4-cylinder headers sitting right here. And let's figure out what's going on with the back of this deck. First things first, besides shooting white clays with shotgun shells, the first thing we need to do is reach in here and grab ourselves a Coca-Cola. Because if you guys don't know, if it ain't a Coke, it's a joke. Alright guys, so first things first, besides having this blindingly bright light hitting me in the face, I need to get this back plate off right here. Some of these bolts are pretty rusted, and I've had some of whatever this is. Industrial strength dissolves extreme rust and extreme industrial penetration. That's industrial penetration. You guys better be scared of that. Don't be scared of that.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
But I got these soaking, so they should be about ready for me to try and see if I can't zip these off and these top ones, and we'll see what's going on back here and hopefully be able to diagnose this problem so I know what I need to research, find, and buy. So let's get into it. And we're going to go ahead and get this started today with our little friend 14mm. Problem solved. And with a little bit of brilliant ingenuity, which I call grabbing random sockets and trying to find which one fits, we found the one that fits, and it's 11mm for this bottom plate. I'm going to tone this sucker down a little bit. She's on there good. So I've gotten the middle one and the one on the left off, but the one on the right's been on there since they buried the treasure of Oak Island, and I'm having a little hard time getting it off. So we're going to take our friends right here, the old vice grips, because what's going on is the bottom little round head to these screws, or bolts, what are you going to call them, is just spinning down there. So I have to find a way to grab a hold of it and lock it. So what I'm going to do is take one of these ones I already got out and get my old vice grips here primed for combat, so when I grab a hold of it, it ain't going nowhere, and I should be able to zip that off. So we'll see if that works or not. This light is still very bright. Now that we got a hold of her with the old vicage grips, let's see if we can't zip this thing off. It wants to. What did I lose? I lost my vice grips. They came off. I mean, if I had a torch, I would just blast it off, but I don't have anything that fancy. Should have a little better chance of getting it now with the old vice grips gripped onto the old Wally dangler. I got an extension on the old impact with the old Pivoter 4000, so hopefully this works. Either that or I'm just going to break everything, so we'll figure it out. Ah! So I'm guessing the old visors came off again, which they did, so. See, it's not so much the project that takes the longest, it's something dumb like this. So I've pretty much depleted my options as far as a guy goes to having the tools that he has, plus being able to find them because he never puts them back where they goes. But I got a little bit of gap on the bottom of this bolt under here, so I'm going to take the old Sawzall and just cut that sucker clean off. She'll ride with just 2 bolts just fine, so I think it's a pretty good idea. Alright boys, we have exactly 0 room and 100% chance this is going to work. So hold on to your butt. Ah! The guy got her licked. And of course, right after that guy got it licked, the head shot off and burnt me in the arm, so that's always a good sign. So guys, with all the tools you need necessarily to remove one nut, such as an impact with a hoodooly and a doppelganger on it, a flashlight, vice grips, 6 or 7 different bits, and a torch Milwaukee Sawzall blade, you'll get that nut off there. Alright, boys and girls, with all that fun aside, let's see what is behind door number 1. I see a bunch of grass. See a couple wheel motors. Might be some sort of oil filter for the transducer. Something going on here is a little bent up and not looking how it needs to be. And I see problem number 1. Okay, zoom on in here. You see this? The deck comes back here and bolts on to the side right here. This one's actually fine. It's got a bunch of grease coming out of it and it's a little blown out. But other than that, you know, it's 100% fine and in good working order. But if you look over here, you'll see that one is completely broken off. That piece of smooth metal to the right is supposed to be on the inside of what's to the left, so I know that one's broken 100% sure. And it looks like the rod end itself is actually just resting on the nut, so that's cool too. Alright, so now a guy's going to take his Milwaukee backpack vacuum and try to clean up some of the debris in here. Not that it matters, but that's what we're doing. Hopefully there's no real cool parts or anything I'm sucking up, but it is what it is. And boom, full detail, she's clean. Okay, so for what I'm seeing, it's looking to be most likely like a broken seal on the left-hand side, which is no big deal. That's easy fix. On the right-hand side, it looks like the actual rod end itself. The metal ball in there that'll pivot around is completely broken off from the rod end itself, so that rod end is going to need to be replaced. Not a big deal. That's probably like 20-30 bucks. Feldman's may even carry something similar, but if I got to order it through Scag, it's probably like 600-700 bucks. We'll see where we can get it from. Alright, so off camera, I got this rod end over just a little bit. You can see right here is the metal ball that's supposed to be inside this piece, and this piece slid over onto the nut I need to pull off of. So right now, I've just been kind of prying on it, trying to get it back to where it should be. It's just not easy having something to get a hold of to really pry it over, you know. But I'm thinking I may even be able to get a wrench on there still and get that off. So I may just try to grab a wrench and just do it. But yeah. Let's see if I can fit a wrench on there. It's okay, guys, don't worry. The only 3/4 inch wrench I have is this tiny one that's going to give me so much leverage that I'll probably end up torquing this mower right through the wall behind me. Or it won't go anywhere, you know. The other bad thing is this piece resting on here also stripped out the bolt a little bit. So I got that going for me now. Alright guys, I've done as much as I can this morning. I have this soaking in some penetrant, hopefully, but I actually got to get ready to head and take my son to a doctor's appointment. And while out doing that, I'm going to stop by Feldman's or somewhere because I definitely need a longer 3/4 inch wrench because I can get no leverage at all with whatever this is supposed to be. So yeah, for the moment, I'm just going to leave this all pretty much just like this until I can get what I need to continue working on this. So the first part will end right here for now until I can come back to what I need and get that going. So not much really happened in this video except for me getting really frustrated and trying to kick dents inside my garage because the only tools I have are the tools I don't need. So yeah, we got that going on. Alright guys, I know, it's a different day. I had so many things end up going on after I was working on this, so this video is actually going to have to end here. I still haven't been able to get this nut off. I'm going to have to go buy like a torch or something. It looks like a nylock nut. If I can heat that up, get it off, be good to go. Then I can just replace the part I need. So the next video on this will just be like the whole install process backwards when I get the rod end that I need. Get this off of here, get a new one to get it all put on and put back together. But the main focus was diagnosing this problem, taking it apart, finding out what the issue is so I can fix the issue. Minor issue, maybe $30 part. We'll get this deck from, you know, doing what it was doing, being unlevel side to side, because one side was resting on that nut instead of where it needed to be, which was causing all my issues. So every time I did level this deck, it would go out of whack, and this is the reason why. So luckily we found out that issue, another small minor problem, and like I said, next video we'll get this all buttoned up and put back together. So for now, thanks for watching, guys, just watching me take this thing apart a little bit and figure out what the problem is. I appreciate it. Checking it out, guys. Yeah, that's about it, man. That's where I'm at right now until next step. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.
Check your body.